The line in Saudi Arabia has already begun construction, according to drone footage. The project has been hotly contested in recent months, with many claiming that it is too large to construct and rather resembles something from a science fiction film. But how will this work out now that the building has started? Could this be the start of the biggest megaproject the world has ever seen? Or will the line develop into a multi-trillion-dollar construction blunder that is ultimately abandoned? Let's investigate. Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, revealed the line's precise design in July 2022. To span 170 kilometers into the desert, he suggested building two parallel, 500-meter-tall buildings composed of reflecting glass. The equivalent of this would be two lines, each made up of 2001 World Trade Centers. Not only is the line the largest megaproject ever conceived, but also, it's a fresh way to live. There wouldn't be any automobiles in the city, and you could get whatever you needed by walking for 5 minutes. Any water needed would come from a carbon-free desalination facility, and all of the electricity would be generated by solar farms and wind. The line would become a zero-carbon city, thanks to all of this. There was a combination of amazement, awe, and mistrust in response to the suggestion. Millions of people viewed the trailers on YouTube and other platforms, but there was scarcely any information available about what was occurring on the building site. As a result, practically everyone thought that the line was only a promotional gimmick. But then, around 3 months after Mohammed bin Salman was introduced, events took an unexpected turn. Construction started. Drone footage of the building site was made public by OT Sky on October 19, 2022. In the video, tourists are seen using excavators to build trenches beside the desert, which will serve as the line's foundation. Drone footage indicates that the excavation already extends very far inland. It's difficult to determine how far it goes exactly, although they could be quite near the mountains in the backdrop. The film was presumably shot somewhere about here because of the topography and because you can see the sea in the distance. This means that the excavations may already be 10 to 20 kilometers long. Additional infrastructure is also being developed around the entire project. Numerous advancements may be seen on Google Maps. Near the mountains, there is a large area with offices, campus, a NEOM Experience Center and swimming facilities, as well as a NEOM community with a football field. There possibly are a lot more now because these pictures aren't the most recent. How could this turn out now that development has officially begun? Nothing in the entire world comes close to this. Therefore, we are left to guess what will take place next. However, we may claim that the outcomes are essentially limited to two possibilities. The first possibility is that Saudi Arabia makes significant investments in its existing plans and that they spend more than. During the next decades, the nation fulfills its campaign promises. The implementation of specific elements, such as eliminating automobiles and using only renewable energy, and putting vertical living into practice. But given the project's sheer enormity, it just seems impossible to complete. The line is expected to be around the same height as the One World Trade Center, which was finished in around 8 years. Though it's still a respectable period, Saudi Arabia aims to construct a building while being 170 kilometers long and of comparable height. In essence, that means it would look like building a 2001 World Trade Centers in a continuous strip. Furthermore, since there are 2 of these lines in the proposal, if we do the math it would be equivalent to creating 4,000 of them. We would get to 32,000 years if we just multiplied everything by 8 years. Saudi Arabia would undoubtedly construct them more quickly since they could begin building on many areas at once, but it still effectively conveys the enormity. In essence, it would take millennia to complete. That means it will take less time to complete the project. The second possibility, it's possible that the line won't have any residents when construction stops in a few months or perhaps years. Like the Dubai Creek Tower or the Jeddah Tower, it can become a project whose progress still needs to be determined. Both times, gorgeous visuals and lofty promises were presented. The beginning of construction gave hope that the structures would be completed as planned. But after that, everything stopped, and nothing further has been accomplished. However, since the line is supported by an entire group of experts, this looks to be a less likely consequence for the line. Country and attracted enormous global interest. A fantastic chance to bring in extra revenue might arise whenever the project is even somewhat close to being finished. Visiting Saudi Arabia as tourists and investors. What is the most likely of these outcomes? What do professionals think of this crazy project? Few specialists will concur that the job can be completed in the allotted period, especially given how urgent it must be. It's thrilling to watch the concept come to life, though, and we are making good progress. However, many professionals who are not affiliated with the initiative are raising additional issues. According to Princeton University architecture professor Marshall Brown, they're to attain the exceedingly basic and unique character that the representations suggest, a great number of physical and environmental phenomena would have to be taken into account. How do you feel now? Will the project be a success in some manner now that the building has begun? Will this megaproject go abandoned, or will there truly be residences there in the future? Comment below and let us know. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate for giving us your time and viewership and look forward to seeing you in the upcoming video.